esteemed viewers, and welcome to the Poly TV show, a show where information, entertainment, and education work hand in hand. And my name is Muyiluwa Enitilo, and I'm not alone in the studio today, of course. I'm here with the beautiful, wonderful, and amiable.
Yeah, my name is Sunday Aduragbemi Sira. We welcome all our esteemed viewers to Poly TV show. And today we have various segments to look into. So we'll be starting with newspaper front page and moving down to agro services and agropreneur. We'll be having an esteemed guest.
And not only are those the things that we have on the program today, we also have students platform where we have a really interesting and entertaining topic to talk about. Combining academics with social lifestyle. That's the topic that I'm sure everybody will be really interested to talk about. We also have the Vox Bob segment where we ask students various really enlightening and some pretty interesting questions as well. Before we unpack everything that we have for us on the show today, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Food items, even
everywhere.
ata. Sorry for speaking Yoruba.
Yes.
Ata, tomato.
Tomatoes, yes.
So you see, you can call it in English, I call it in Yoruba.
Yes, sir. Tomatoes, yes,
So
sir.
everything. But in the Polytechnic here, we always have a plan B. We have a plan B, and that is the essence of the creation of a particular directorate.
Okay.
And I may not be able to know the name of that directorate, but I know the director.
Okay.
So once I introduce the director will introduce his director.
This directorate.
So
Yes.
we have here in the house
Yes, sir.
the director of agro services and agropreneurship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I call him the man with so many caps.
Okay.
He is an auditor in the school,
Oh, wow.
and do not say I tell you, he is even a council member of the Polytechnic.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Peter Adekunle Adebiyi. You're
Very
welcome,
nice
sir.
to meet you, sir. Welcome on the show.
Thanks
sir.
for having me.
Thank you very much for being here, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. I know that my guy here has already introduced you, but we would also like for you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are. The things that you do in the institution.
Thank you very much. I am Peter Adekunle Adebiyi, the director of agro services and agropreneurship of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. I assumed office 1st June 2024.
Oh.
I have some predecessors who have really labored and worked. Okay. And when I got there, it was a very easy ride because they already laid a very good foundation upon which we are building now. So I want to thank God for the level the work was before I took over. And within the space of almost 2 months that we got there now, I also want to thank God for the successes that we have recorded. So we are believing God that even much more will still help us.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And starting off quite strong, we'd like for you to please enlighten us on what your department entails. Like, what the
What do you
directorate
do?
Exactly. What do you do?
What do you do?
Thank
there?
you. The subject of discourse, like you said, is on food security.
Yes, sir.
And food security is always having physical and sufficient and socio-economic access to safe and healthy food. The government of the nation have done a lot to ensure that there is food security, and food is available to every common man. But the management of this institution, in their wisdom, felt that the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro should key into the agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And they felt there's a need for us to have the School of Agriculture. Before now, some efforts have been made to ensure that there's food. But as part of efforts to meet up with accreditation requirements, there was the need to ensure that there is agro-services and agro-entrepreneurship units. We work hand in hand together with the entire School of Agriculture, all the departments in the school, as well as the agri-technology department. Okay. We work together, and there's a form of synergy because the students, apart from going to the lecture halls to receive their lectures, they must be able to be exposed to some practical aspects of what they have to do. So as we're able to meet up with, the requirement of accreditation, and at the same time, to be able to ensure that there is food for staff, and as well as the community where the institution is sited. You know, we have town and gown relationship, which has been a very cordial one. So the Polytechnic has been able to tap into this opportunity to also benefit not only the Polytechnic community, but as well as the town where it is situated. And so we have a form of synergy between the agro-services and agripreneurship unit and the academic departments in the School of Agriculture and Agri-Tech department. So we have a board, and on that board we meet various occasions. By God's grace, I'm the chairman of that board. We have the dean of the school as a member. We also have all the heads of departments as members of that board. Not only that, we also have some other members of the committee of agripreneurship and agro-services that we meet together, we take decisions. So God has been helping us. Before I came on board, there have been some units that have been created. We have the goatry unit, we have the piggery unit, we have the broilers unit, we also have the layers unit. So, and we also have some crop departments where we plant crops, and God has been helping us. Since I came on board, we have tried to also build on what we met on ground, like I said. Right now we have planted maize, we have equally planted cassava. So we are believing God that we are going to have a very good yield. Very recently, our amiable rector in person of Dr. Mokaila Remoakinde, he called me and he said, this, your department, I want to see more of action, not only writing. So you must be practical. So we decided to bring back the broilers unit so that there can be production of eggs for the students, the staff, and even the community. So just last weekend, we took delivery of 500 birds for the layers units, and they have been doing well. We are believing God that in a couple of weeks now, they will begin to lay, and they will begin to sell them. And when our cassava is also ready, what we are planning, yes,
bring some to the
Poly-TV.
no problem.
All right.
What we are actually thinking is that we want to add value, not to sell raw cassava. Okay. Yes, we want to add value. In that place, we have equipments that can be used to produce or to process and produce gari. So we have them they are available there. We also have some equipments that could also produce palm oil. Very recently, because we have palm kernel plantation in the school, and we have been trying to put that to work on that. So very recently, we harvested some palm kernel seedlings, yes, and we processed them. We have some palm oil, and we are able to sell them and make money for the institution. So we are thinking of adding value. We have the broilers unit. Before now, we have been selling the broilers to the community. We sell some of them at about 4 weeks. There are some of them we raise them to maturity before we begin to sell. But this time around, we are looking at the possibility of adding value, such that we now begin to sell frozen chickens to the people in the community. So all this we have in the pipeline. We are believing God because we have the resources by the special grace of God. With little efforts and support that we have been enjoying from management, we believe we're able to do more.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. You see, when you call professionals like this, if you don't take time, you will not leave this place.
Yeah, definitely.
We've seen everything that you outlined as the function, the agenda, because this is an agenda program. The agenda of your directorate. Now, coming directly to the topic of discourse, there is it is one thing to have all those things on ground. Is it not that it's not that Nigeria does not have plenty cassava, plenty pepper, but these things are seasonal. Immediately the season is gone, then scarcity comes in. Is there any way your directorate can ensure 24/7, 365/1 days supply of
food,
these petty foodstuffs?
Basically, can the directorate ensure food security?
Yeah.
Us,
Thank you very much. I understand him quite well. You are talking about preservation.
Preservation.
Yes.
Of such things.
Very recently, we saw the efforts of FUNAB,
Okay.
Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. They planted tomatoes. It was in the public domain. And we were so challenged that this is an agricultural institution. Yes, we are also into technology. We have School of Agriculture. So we have the plans to do similar thing. Okay. And in fact, a committee was recently set up to look into, it was set up by the management, to look into how we could tap into what the FUNAB did. And they already started work. Very soon they are going to submit their report. Okay. Not only that, Agri-Tech department recently fabricated an equipment called hydroponic farming equipment. Okay. That equipment, with it, will be able to have vegetable around the air.
Yeah.
Yes. And it has been tested and it worked perfectly.
Okay.
And the students use it as part of their practicals.
Wow.
So the equipment was fabricated and in fact the performance has been superb. Okay. So we have the plan of bringing it over to the agro-services unit department so that we can begin to, in fact, the director encouraged us. We have even held series of meetings with the head of department of that the HOD of that department, and he is willing. And very soon we have tried to locate where we are going to site the equipment on the farm there. So we are believing God that in 2024 we are going to have vegetables all around.
Thank you.
Similar thing for Gari. You know, Gari doesn't get spoiled easily. We can preserve it. Yes. No, with the presence of the tech department and the others, we are thinking of looking into how some of these things, farm produce, can be preserved. It was part of the issues we discussed at our last meeting, which was held 2 weeks ago. So we are looking at how we can do that so that some of these things can be available around the year for consumption.
We are afraid the way Gari is disappearing on the tables now.
It's a very serious issue.
So if that one is done, then we know that
we have year-round Gari.
We have year-round Gari, and there wouldn't be any need for another project on who will bring back the chicken. So,
and okay, so something happened recently during the week. I saw I saw bulks of vegetables being, I think sold in school. And I wanted to ask, is that also part of the initiative of the agro-service and agripreneur? They were quite huge and they were sold for quite cheap, to the students as well. So I don't think the students knows that there is such directorate or such department or such institution being put in place. So are there any steps that the department is taking to make sure that students are aware, that students know about this? They know that if they want this, they know that there is an institution put in place to ensure that that happens for them.
Thank you very much. You said you saw it.
Oh, yes, I did.
You have said it. And you will surely tell others. Rome is not built in a day.
Yes, she saw it. I bought it.
You saw.
So you ate.
You bought it. You ate
bought
it. So Rome was not built in a day.
Definitely, sir.
The journey of 10,000 miles starts with just a single step. So we are believing God very soon. What we are doing now is also part of publicity, part of advertisement.
Yes.
I'm quite sure that a good number of our students will see this. And they will know, so there's a department called Agro Services and Entrepreneurship. So we can always get crates of eggs to buy there. We can always get gari. We can always get fresh vegetables to get. So by the time some of these things begin to come on board, we are going to try and do some measure of advertisement, create awareness, and we are also going to look for, because we find that because of the distance of the farm to the campus community, some staff and students find it very difficult to go move in there. So we are looking at the possibility of getting sale points around within the campus community, where those things will be made available. Students can move, you can just trek down and just get them. Likewise, staff members.
And I'm still asking from the viewpoint of a student, as I am one myself, can we be rest assured that there is going to be discounts, there's going to be difference in the sale from the amount that we get it outside and the amount that the school will be willing to
Thank you very much. When we are talking about food security, income, low income is part of the challenges that affects food security. Family size is part of the challenges of low that face food security. Definitely, the issue of pricing there's going to be a lot of consideration. When we are selling, of course, we make profit, but profit is not the first priority to be considered. Yes, you want to break even, you want to make a little profit, but the essence of this, number one, is to provide practical opportunity for the students and to also ensure that there's a form of relief for staff members and students. So where the prices are too exorbitant, you find out we may not even have patronage. So, of course, we are going to ensure, just as it has always happened in that place, when you compare the prices of items that are being sold there with what obtains in the town, there's a very far and wide margin. So we want to maintain that as much as possible.
Well, that is good news.
Very good news.
Thank you.
And because of our time, we don't have luxury of time.
Yes, we don't.
What will be your parting shots or takeaway on this program today?
Thank you. I thank God for this opportunity. I also thank the management, ably led by Dr. Mukaila Remakinde, for giving us, not only me, members of that committee, to serve in this capacity. And I also want to thank you, my interviewers. So I want to believe very strongly, Nigeria has challenges at the moment. But where you play your role, I play my role, you play your role, everybody plays his or her role, definitely everything will be fine. So what I'm saying in essence is that agriculture is very, very important. And we must take it very, very serious. Like we have food shortages this year. Yes, this is not the first time it's going to happen. People prefer white-collar jobs. But now we must all go back to it so that there can be enough food. Yes. So in essence, I'm saying not only staff members, but even students should begin to think of going back to agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. Thank you so much for enlightening us. And ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first on Poly TV about the initiative that the school has put in place, and we'll be looking out for it, for the fresh foods and everything that has been promised us. So
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm grateful. Yeah.
So and you've heard it from him. The parting shot is everybody should go back to the farm.
Thank you
very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
ẹ má gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá.
ẹ má gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá o.
ẹ má gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá Poly TV láwa.
ẹ má gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá o.
ẹ má gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá Poly TV. Poli TV Ìlaró la kalẹ̀ sí o. Mo máwòrán tí gbogbo ayé ń fẹ́. Mo máwòrán tí gbogbo èèyàn ń fẹ́. Ìròyìn kò má dé tá mojú bá. Poli TV tí gbogbo ayé ń retí. A ní ẹ máa gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá Poli. Poli TV Ìlaró la kalẹ̀ sí o. Tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ti máa gbọ́, ẹ ti máa gbọ́, ẹ ti máa gbọ́, ẹ ti máa gbọ́ pé Poli TV ẹ ti máa gbọ́, wá dẹ̀ ẹ ti máa gbọ́ o. Poli TV Ìlaró la wà nínú Poli gangan o, nínú Poli la wà o. Poli TV, Poli TV, Poli TV wá dẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́ o. Móhùnmáwòrán wa táwa fẹ́ mú ìdàgbàsókè wa, wá dẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́. Poli fún dàgbàsókè, TV fún dàgbàsókè o. Wá ti máa gbọ́, wá ti máa gbọ́ o. Ó yá pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹwò wá o. Ó yá pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹwò wá o. Poli TV tá ń sọ ní gbogbo ayé. Ẹ pàkúrúmà kẹwò dáadáa, kẹwò dáadáa, kẹwò wá o. Wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa l'Amẹ́ríkà, ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo ìlú o. Pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹwò wá o. Pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹwò wá o. Poli TV o tí gbogbo àwa ń retí. Ilẹ̀ yé wa la kalẹ̀ sí nílùú Ìlaró wa. Tẹlifíṣàn fún ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ wa ni. Tẹlifíṣàn fún ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ gbogbo wa. Ẹ pàkúrúmà, ẹ pàkúrúmà, pàkúrúmà, kẹjọ dáadáa, kẹjọ dáadáa, ẹ pàkúrúmà, ẹ pàkúrúmà, kẹjọ dáadáa, ẹ pàkúrúmà, ẹ pàkúrúmà, kẹjọ dáadáa, àjọ dáadáa, jọ dáadáa, jọ dáadáa, òun là ń retí, ẹjọ dáadáa, ló máa wòran wa ni, ẹ pàkúrúmà, ẹ máa wò wá o, Poli làwà o. Poli TV ni ẹ wò wá o, 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 ẹ máa gbọ́ wá kẹ́ máa wò wá. Ó ń torí ọmọ Akíndé ṣèyí fún wa nílẹ̀ yé wa. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa mọ́pẹ́ wa wá o. Ọmọ Akíndé ń ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Móhùnmáwòrán wọ ìlú Ìlaró. Tẹlifíṣàn tuntun tún wọ ilẹ̀ yé wa. Àwa dúpẹ́ adúpẹ́ o, adúpẹ́ pẹ́ òkun. Ọmọ Akíndé ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ọmọ Akíndé ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Nílẹ̀ yé wa, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ọmọ Akíndé ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, olóṣè bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ọmọ Akíndé ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, Gàyí ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ó fún wa ní tẹlifíṣàn, ó fún wa máwòrán, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ọmọ Akíndé ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́ nílẹ̀ yé wa ní Poli Ìlaró, Poli Ìlaró TV. Móhùnmáwòrán wa Poli fún ìdàgbàsókè o, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́, ó ṣe bẹ́bẹ́. Ẹ máa gbọ́ wá kẹ́ ẹ máa wò wá ní Poli. Ọmọ Akíndé ọpẹ́ wa rèé, ọmọ Akíndé, ọmọ Akíndé àwa ń dúpẹ́ oore tó ṣe. Poli TV ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo wa náà ń wò káàkiri àgbáyé Poli TV ọmọ Akíndé àwa dúpẹ́ adúpẹ́ ọpẹ́ wa náà rèé ẹ ṣeun ọmọ Akíndé o ọmọ Akíndé àmọ́ rírì o ọmọ Akíndé fún Poli TV tẹ́ ẹ ṣe àwa dúpẹ́ àtọpẹ́ dá o àdúpẹ́ àtọpẹ́ dá bẹ́ẹ̀rù bá mọ́ nù rò àwa dúpẹ́ àtọpẹ́ dá ṣèbí yìnyín kẹ́ni ṣe mí o yìnyín kẹ́ni lè ṣe mí ọmọ Akíndé àdúpẹ́ àdúpẹ́ Poli tí a ti ń retí tẹlifíṣàn tá a ti ń retí móhùnmáwòrán tá a ti ń retí ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ gbogbo wa ọmọ Akíndé àwa dúpẹ́ adúpẹ́ pẹ́ òkun adúpẹ́ adúpẹ́ pẹ́ ọ̀sà o bẹ́ẹ̀ ń bá dúpẹ́ ó lè kó gbà mìíràn o àwa dúpẹ́ àwa dúpẹ́ ọmọ Akíndé ẹ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa ní tẹlifíṣàn nílẹ̀ yé wa tẹlifíṣàn ní Polytechnic Ìlaró ọmọ Akíndé àwa dúpẹ́ oore o àdúpẹ́ dúpẹ́ tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà kan làwa wojú sánmọ̀ ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ò bójú àjẹ́. ìgbà kan làwa wojú sánmọ̀ ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ò bójú àjẹ́. ìgbà kan làwa wojú sánmọ̀ ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ò bójú. ìgbà kan làwa wojú sánmọ̀ ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ò bójú. ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ó ṣe Ọlọ́run o ìgbà kan làwa wojú sánmọ̀ ó ṣe Ọlọ́run ó ṣe Ọlọ́run o ẹ pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa kẹ pàkúrúmà o. ẹ pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa kẹ pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa o. pàkúrúmà kẹjọ dáadáa Poli TV là wà. mo máa wòran fún ìdàgbàsókè wa ni o. ẹ pàkúrúmà pàkúrúmà ẹ jó dáadáa Poli là wà o Poli là wà o Poli TV o ìdàgbàsókè wa ẹ jó dáa ẹ pàkúrúmà ẹ jó dáadáa ẹ pàkúrúmà ẹ jó dáadáa Poli TV là wà o ẹ jó dáadáa ẹ pàkúrúmà Poli TV o ẹ pàkúrúmà ẹ máa gbọ́ wa kẹ́ máa wò wá ẹ máa gbọ́ wa kẹ́ máa wò wá o.
Good day, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Amolegba Abisola from Food Tech Department.
From Food Tech Department.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also a sports person.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
lovely. Okay, so are there any match going on? Did you play any match today?
No, just came for training.
For training, and now you
Yes.
start going.
So it's interesting. Like I found it.
Well, I have a question to ask you. You mentioned that you're in ND2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you balance your sport life and your academic life?
It's just passion. When you have passion for something, you understand, you go extra miles. So, but sometimes I miss classes, but I make sure, like the notes written in the class, I try to copy and assimilate at night. So that's how I.
Okay. But I also want to ask, I mean, obviously, with the recent involvement of Poly TV in sporting activities, do you think it would boost students' morals and actually spur them on to make them, have more interest in sporting activities in the school?
Sure. Like in the sense that during matches, when man of the match is like player of the match is giving, students seeing that will have a kind of feeling that yes, they want to participate, you understand, in sports. So I think that's.
Well, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you so much.
My name is Comrade Saliudis Damlola, the General Secretary of NAOS, National Association of Ogun State Students.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I see the handband
Yes.
represents captain.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel to be the captain of your football team?
Yeah, I've been playing for hospitality management since 2019, and it's a pleasure to be the captain during my Shendi Tumo.
And how do you feel like the team has improved under your leadership?
Yeah, I'm really happy coming back from the 1-0 down to the equalizing and finishing the game with 1 point. I'm very happy. There's a team play and there's a cooperation and unity.
Okay, what can you say about the school's involvement in sporting activities?
Well, it's really nice and encouraging for other students to be part of the game and putting more effort to support the tournament.
And now with the recent launching of the Poly TV, do you think that with Poly TV involvement in school sporting activities, do you think it would actually spur students, will it boost their morale to want to be more involved in the school sports?
Yes, it will really boost their morale because most of the students will be eager to show on television and many students will be eager to subscribe to Poly TV YouTube channel.
All right, thank you very much.